Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this week's what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading. Sorry, I just had a shave and I see a shadow. It's one of my double chins. Still fat as fuck, see. I'll do a training update at the end of the video, so you can all click off then. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel or have accidentally clicked on this video, it's just like a recap of what I've been playing, watching, reading, basically. I've been quite a busy bee on the old gaming front, reading. I've read quite a bit this week as well. Watched some really cool things, and I'll do my new feature, my YouTube video of the week. So I'll shout out my favourite YouTube video of the week, and I'll try my best to tag them in it. So stay tuned for that. So without further ado, I'll do my digital games first. In case you're wondering why I'm looking down, I've got my all typed up in my phone, you know. Very organised person, see. So I'm still playing the Contra collection. I'm not really good at those games though. Those games, they're known for being hard though, aren't they? So that's keeping me going. I paid $3.99 for the digital. It came on sale. It's normally $15.99. It's worth $15. I gotta be honest, it's worth $15.99. But it's a bargain for $3.99. So it's not on sale anymore, as far as I'm aware anyway. But put it on your watch list, and it'll notify you then when it goes in sale. That's my advice, but it is worth that $15.99. I've also been playing, amazing game. I spoke with this last week. Resogun. It's brilliant. It's almost like the perfect shmup game in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I did say last week as well, I've been playing a little bit again, only a couple of rounds here and there. Street Fighter 4 on the PlayStation 5 or digital. And my criticism of that game, because I've been playing a lot more modern fighting games recently, is you can't... I'm all about costumes. Give me a costume, I'll throw money at a new skin or costume, right? I'm that guy, okay? I'm keeping these companies in business, right? So my criticism, I think it was last week I spoke about it, was you can't see the costumes. So say you pick Jury, for example, you can't see the costumes. You know when you say, alternate 1, alternate 2. On Street Fighter 5, for example, you can see, or on King of Fighters 15, you can see the costumes are changing. But I've got a couple of Street Fighter 4 guides. I've even got some guides sealed. I paid 99p for this, right? And I was lying in bed the other day, struggling to sleep, and I always dream of video games, okay? Funny enough, I've gone on to Jury's page. I wonder if it's in the guide. Of course it is. It's in the guide. So you've got the main outfits and all the colours, and then the alternate outfit and all the colours. There's 12 colours per outfit. So it's 2 outfits basically. But yeah, I didn't even think. But it'd be nice, I think, going forward. They should all do it. Just stick it in the game. But yeah, I'm happy. I can. It's easier because it's a bit of a ball ache, isn't it? You think, I wonder how Jury looks wearing this in this colour. Then you've got to select it, select your opponent, select where you want to play, or if you're in practice mode, what stage you want to play at. Then you get to see it, and you go, I don't like that. Then you have to go all the way back and do all that again. Does that make any sense? That's just my small criticism of that game. But problem solved, I suppose. What else have I been playing? I finished Call of Duty Ghosts. I think I had a couple of missions left last week. So Sunday afternoon or evening, or maybe on Monday, I think I finished it. I did go live on last Sunday, I think. Yes, I did. I got the game there. So I really enjoyed this game. This stands the test of time, you know. Some really cool levels. I love what's his name? The dog. It's going to my head now. I can't remember. Riley. Is it Riley? Let me know in the comments. Am I right? Normally, I can't remember people's names, but I'm when it comes to dogs, I'm normally pretty good. Yeah, I think it's Riley, and he's the best character in that game. But yeah, really enjoyed that, and I paid £4 for that. So it's definitely worth that. I played this on SNK Sunday last week. I went as Geese, Andy Bogard and King. I've always, the law in Wales or in the UK, I think it's a law now. The government have passed a law where you've got to play as King, you know, because she's the perfect SNK character, isn't she? So I'm gonna play, I put a poll thing, I had a notification off YouTube earlier on today actually, saying I now qualify to post things. I can't remember the wording. But it said like I have wondered how people do it, where I can, you know, like on Facebook or Instagram, you can type stuff and post a picture. I can do that now on YouTube. It's really cool, and I know how to do it now. So I put a poll. So I thought, shall I, for this week's SNK Sunday, shall I play this again or Samurai Showdown? When I say Sam Show, I mean 2019 Sam Show, and I think this is winning the poll, so I'm probably going to play that. I have no idea who I'm going to play as, but obviously the law, I don't want to break the law. You got to go as King, haven't you? She's the best character of all time. What else have I played? Oh, Tekken Tuesday. I didn't go live. Yeah, I'm a bit of a downer now on the video. I do apologise, but I'll just say it as it is, how my week has gone. There's someone in work really, it's not bullying, but it's a form of bullying. I don't appreciate it. Person's just been going on at me a couple of times, a couple of comments in work, and but I'm not going to preach to this person because this person clearly doesn't suffer with mental health. So I don't think they're malicious, really. But then the other time I think, yeah, it's fucked up what you've done. Trying to get everybody to make fun of me and stuff, and I really don't appreciate it. But yeah, so I didn't want to go live, basically. I haven't been myself all week. And a couple of people have actually spoke to me in the week saying, you okay, Ton? You haven't been yourself. But people don't realise when you might... I'm all about banter. I'll have a laugh with everyone. But when I said I do this because of my mental health and that person carries on, that's out of order in my opinion, okay? But... with social media, you can just delete them. But when you work with people, you can't just delete them, unfortunately. So yeah, I've been on a bit of a downer. I haven't been sleeping. It affects my head, and because I'm type O OCD, I overthink things. So I've had a bit of a shit week. So I didn't want to go live, basically. I'm going to try my best to go live tonight with King of Fighters 15. And I did thoroughly enjoy playing Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I didn't go live. I just did one playthrough. I went as, I think, Juri and Ryu. Ibuki or Ryu. Juri's my favourite character in this, okay? But, yeah, Ryu, I was playing pretty good with him, actually. I was probably better with him than I was for Juri in the early rounds. But then, when I don't play a game for, like, a couple of months, it takes me 2 to 3 rounds to find my foot in again, you know. So yeah, check out that video on Tekken Tuesday. It does count. I know it's Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but as long as it's a Tekken game, and sometimes I might not even play a game. I might get the Tekken book, one of my Tekken books out, and read you some lore, maybe. Do you mean? But as long as it's Tekken, technically a Tekken game, it will qualify for Tekken Tuesday. All right. What else did I play? I played a little bit of this, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I used this as a prop. My top 3 Thursday last week was top 3 Star Wars planets that you'd want to go on a vacation. Yes, not the coolest looking. Like Dagobah looks pretty cool, but you wouldn't want to go there on holiday with you for 2 weeks. Where else did I say I wouldn't want to go? Hoth. Really, the best scene of all the Star Wars movies is on the Battle of Hoth. You wouldn't want to fucking go there on holiday though, would you? Freeze to death, like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, check out that video, but I filmed it, like, I like to be in front of the camera. I'm working on my confidence. That's why I set up this YouTube channel. I thought one day I'll get in front of the camera. I thought it'd take me a year. So I've done it within 3 months, I think it took me to put my face out there. Anyway, yeah, so I used this because, of course, you can go to all the planets. So I went to the galaxy map, and then I said, like, I wouldn't say my favourite, but like Coruscant, for example, was in my top 3. So we flew to Coruscant and we had a little look around, and then we jumped back in my spaceship, and then we went to the next planet, and so on and so on, okay? But then I think I finally now almost got 5 million coins. This game, I think, is going to be one of those games that stays installed on my hard drive for the foreseeable future anyway. And then I'll just dip in and out of it. If I'm not sure, it's a perfect relaxing game. So if I just want to talk about something, like maybe I'll do a video talking more about my mental health, I'll just play this whilst talking about whatever topic I'm going to talk about. And it's a perfect in-between game. So if I finish a really good first-person shooter or RPG or something like that, and I got another half hour or hour to kill, I don't want to jump into another big game, I'll just stick this on and just mull around the planets and just have a bit of fun, you know? So yeah, that's an excellent game. I've always hyped this game. Another game I played, Civilization Revolution. I did talk about it last week. My good friend Chris, so shout out Chris, he's lent me his PlayStation 3. There's something wrong with mine. It works and then it doesn't work. I should have took it back years ago, but it kind of, when I look at my games collection, I overlook, or I'm guilty of overlooking my PlayStation 3 games because I just can't deal with it. I just think, maybe it'll feel like working today, maybe it doesn't. But now I've got this reliable PlayStation 3. I'm showing it a lot more love now, you know. So yeah, I did a live playthrough of that. Again, the first 10 minutes was me remembering the controls. Then it came back to me. I think it's a playthrough, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. It was nice, and people are coming and joining the live stream and chatting. So I really thank you everyone that came out to see that. But yeah, what a relaxing, brilliant game. It still holds up, you know. And I've just started playing. I say just, I think Friday, I think I put this on. I'm really enjoying it. Immortals Phoenix Rising. I was pronouncing it Finks, but it's Phoenix Rising. I'm quite impressed with this. I didn't pay much for it. I think I paid £8 for it in CX, and I was trading a couple of games in, so I probably had this for a straight swap, if that makes any sense. And at first I was like, don't know, the graphic style. But this gets compared to, or maybe it's considered, a Zelda Breath of the Wild clone. And I can see, I haven't played that game, but looking at it visually, it does give me those kind of vibes. And so far, I've done the tutorial part of the map, and I was like, I don't know. But then when you get the wings and then you fly over and everything's green, beautiful, blue sea, blue sky, everything's stunning. Yeah, I really am enjoying this game. I hope it holds my attention. My favourite thing about it is the combat. It's really good. It feels good in the hand, the controller. Very responsive. Some of the puzzles, I'm like, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the combat is my favourite thing so far on that. Let me know, has anybody finished it? I think it's a 20-30 hour campaign, maybe, from what I can tell. I've only unlocked the first other part. There's a couple of puzzles. I can see myself, what I'm worried about then, I'm worried that I might get frustrated with the puzzles. Do you know what I mean? That's my worry, but then who knows? But so far, so good, if that makes sense. Okay, that's what I've been playing. What I've been watching. Okay, two really good things I've watched, okay? I recently picked up RWBY, okay? WRBY. It is pronounced Ruby. At the back, visually it looks really good. I put it on I think Tuesday or Wednesday night, and it was the animation. It doesn't look finished. It was like distracting how poor it looks. It looks like a PS2 cutscene kind of standard, and I was like, story was okay from what for the first 20 odd minutes, but then I stopped watching it because I went to bed. Didn't mean. I talked to some of the boys in work, and they said, "What are you watching now?" A load of people. I love the fact that anime is massive now, you know. So I said, "I'm watching this," and they said the same thing. I couldn't watch it because of how poor visually it looks. And then I thought, no, don't give up on it. This is only volume 1, okay? What I do like as well, I'll say what I do like about it, is you can just put it in movie mode. So it's episodes, or you can just put it in movie mode. So I wish more animes did this, actually. So there's no, like, credits and then no recaps and all that stuff. It's just plays and it'll just fade away. So I'm saying, right, that's the end of the first episode. Then it'll come back on straight away. But I put it on again the second time, and it's really funny. And I really am starting to appreciate the combat in it. The animation is so sharp and fast. You can watch it in slow motion almost, and it's like, wow, this is legit like this. So if you're on the fence with it, I'm really enjoying it. I understand when people say it's not for them because of the visuals. I get it. Do you know what I mean? But I really am enjoying it. I haven't watched it all yet. I don't know. It's quite a long movie because it's in movie mode. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. Yeah, I'm not going to give away any talk about it because I might give away spoilers. So yeah, I do recommend it. It's not expensive. I think I paid £3 for this one in CEX. And Cardiff, I got volume 2, 3, and I think 4. I just bought the first one. But I'm glad I went back to it, put it that way. I've also been watching Bleach. I got into that. It's on Disney, and I forgot it was on Disney earlier on. I went, oh, I'll catch up on a bit more Bleach. I'm only 5 episodes in, okay, or on episode 5, or maybe just finished episode 5. And I thought it was on Netflix for some reason, so I typed in Bleach on Netflix, sorry. And I didn't realise it's a live action movie as well. So Netflix have got that live action movie, but Disney Channel have got, or Disney Plus have got the, I don't know how many seasons there are, but apparently they're releasing new ones weekly now. I think it's quite a lot of episodes or series, you know, but I really am enjoying it. It's like a bit weird at the start where the guy can see dead people, and he basically absorbs the powers of that Soul Reaper, I think she's called. So he's like a stand-in Soul Reaper until they figure out how to for her to get her powers back off him, kind of thing, because he's one of those like reluctant heroes. He says he's not interested, he doesn't want to help everyone, but every time someone needs help, fair play to him, he is going and helping them. So I'm really enjoying it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's up there with One Punch Man. One Punch Man, I can happily sit down and binge that series, but yeah, it's definitely got the potential. Again, I'm only 5 episodes in, but so far so good, and I'm told it gets better. The newer ones are much better again, so I'm pretty excited about that. Right, I've watched a lot of YouTube. I guess you didn't know, I love YouTube. It's probably the reason I don't watch many movies anymore or that much anime, because as soon as I come home from work, for example, I put YouTube on. If I'm doing, even when I'm in the shower, I'm watching YouTube. If I'm doing, like I was fiddling around with my motorbike earlier on today. It is fixed, by the way. Runs lovely again now. It was only something little, which must have been little if I was able to figure it out. I have YouTube on, do you know what I mean? So it's my go-to platform, you know? So that's why, another reason I wanted to join the community, let's say. So my really good video I've watched this week, right? I say that every week, but this is a really, really good video. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's, the YouTube channel's name is Let's try that again. Retro Ghetto. Okay, he's a fellow UK YouTuber, and I've watched his I've been subscribed to him for a while. I don't watch all his videos because there's so much out there. But I've been watching a lot of them since this video dropped. I've gone back and watched a lot of his earlier ones. But he's got a really cool intro. I'm not going to play it because of copyright. But it's like, what's it called? Like, retro, ghetto, fuck your mom and retro. I don't know if those are the words. Like, do you know what I mean? But he's got a really cool intro. It's like, welcome to the retro ghetto. Keeping it retro. I don't know. It's like kind of... too cool for me, do you know what I mean? I can't fucking sing it, like. But the guy's name, I think the guy's name's Callum. Seems like a really tidy guy. We follow each other on Instagram as well. And the video that caught my eye, actually, which when I first subscribed, quite recent, he actually went to Super Tomato in Cardiff. I think he's English, so he's not even close to the Welsh border, so he came there just to go to that store, you know. But the video, let's get to the video then, right? I will try my best to tag the channel, like I did it last week and I did it the week before, didn't I? But the video was, how many games can I beat in one day? So he got up really early in the morning, like 5:30 in the morning or something like that, and he was like, obviously you can't do RPGs or anything like that. I thought he was going to do maybe just fighting games, because you can just do arcade mode, bang, 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 and do a full day. Like I've done when I was doing Around the World of 80 fighting games. I would film sometimes 5 videos in one day, do you know what I mean, back to back, or have a coffee and then do another load, do you know what I mean? But yeah, Callum, the guy's name is, he did 8 games in 18 hours. And what I liked as well, or one of the things I liked, was he did Aladdin, I think on the Mega Drive. He did, what was that, Def Jam is it game? He played, but the one that stood out, which I could relate, and I did comment on the channel, was he played Third Strike, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and he played the arcade version that's on the Street Fighter collection on the PS4. And that game's hard, but then when you get to Gil, the final boss, right, he's cheap as fuck. And then seeing Callum, he's playing with a controller, and he did say, I need a stick in my hand or something like that. Same as me, he must play with a fight stick, do you know what I mean? And he was so into it, exactly the way. I was like, I can so relate. And he kept going. I thought, he doesn't look like he's going to do it, but he didn't give up. I think he went as Ken Masters, and he did it. So fair play, Callum, you did it. He finished with Journey, which is an awesome game. I think it was his first time playing that. It's not a hard game, but again, I agreed with his thoughts, because it tells you at the end, doesn't it, who you played with. You see other characters. I've finished it 3 times, but the first time I played it, there was other people, and I thought they're not. You can tell if it's a game character, if it's an NPC, or if it's a live character, because the way they move and stuff. And this person was like running around me and trying to get my attention, but you can't communicate with these other people. But once you finish it, it tells you what other players. And he was like, oh wow, yeah, I thought it was, kind of thing. So you had exactly, again, I can relate to that. Okay, yeah. So check out that video. And maybe subscribe to his channel. I'm doing plugs. These YouTube channels are massive compared to me. Do you know what I mean? What have I been reading then? I finished Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games. And good news, it kind of finishes, not quite on the cliff. Volume 2 finished where they like, it's halfway through a conversation. This finishes almost halfway through a conversation as well, actually. But I was really excited finishing Volume 2 because they go to EX Japan, don't they? And I did talk about this last week, but basically they're still in the tournament, basically. So it looks like Volume 4. So the good news is Volume 4 is coming out, I think, the 22nd of this month. So I shall be pre-ordering that bad boy as well. I actually pre-ordered this, didn't I? And Amazon let me down. I might have a look if anyone else is selling it. But if not, you've always got, you can fall back onto Amazon, can't you? But what I noticed, I didn't talk about last week, it's funny as all the contestants are like queuing up outside Evo, or not EX Japan. So it's like Evo, isn't it? Like a big queue. And then, of course, these 3 girls rock up, but only kids, like high school girls or whatever. And everyone's like, oh, there's girls. I can imagine it being like that. Because some of these hardcore gamers, they don't see girls. They was like, oh my God, they're girls. Wow, and stuff like that. So that just made me laugh. This is on point. I mean, whoever's writing this knows what they're talking about and's got a very good sense of humour. So I finished that, and I got back into this is volume 2 of Berserk. So I've only started reading this later on in the week. So I've read that's page 299, so 298 pages. So I got that much to go, okay? But if you didn't know, these let me make sure I don't want to lose my page. Yeah, they are gory, okay? They're not for everyone. If you're thinking of getting these for your kids, do not get them for your kids, trust me. But yeah, these are the Dark Horse manga books. So the hardback books, they're about between 600-700 pages each volume. This is volume 2, and I've got up to volume 6. So obviously Christmas is coming, and normally my brother, I think the last 2 Christmases, he's bought me one of these. And volume 5 and 6 are still sealed. So I just read it. I must have fallen off it. I think I've read volume 1 3 times now. But they're outstanding. I thoroughly recommend them if you're over the age of 13, 14. Under that, maybe even 16, do you know what I mean? It's not for the kids, you know. I've done a video, if you didn't see it, I just still got them on my desk. I've read briefly, so this is Nintendo magazine, retro magazines now. So Mean Machines Sega, they're from 1995, and this is from 1996. Mean Machines PlayStation. So go check out that video, that went up today as well. So I've briefly skimmed through. I haven't read every article yet, you know. Okay, another segment then. There's quite a few games coming out. Obviously, this is a busy time of the year for games. So games I'm looking forward to playing. On my wish list on Amazon, Gungrave Gore, Gore. I don't know what the Gore stands for. That's out on the 22nd as well, so the same date as volume 4 of that. I haven't seen, they haven't got any proper screenshots. I haven't seen any adverts for it. I think on the PlayStation Store, it hasn't got any gameplay. It's got a couple of screenshots, but they're not the best looking. It doesn't really showcase much of the gameplay, but Gungrave, I think 2 of them came out on the PlayStation 2. I've watched a couple of live streams where YouTubers have been playing. I think it's the second one is considered the better one. I've never actually picked one up. I know in Swansea CX they had one. It still might still be there, but that's just, there's something about it. I've always wanted to jump in, but yeah. So that comes out on the 22nd, and Ys 8 is my friend. I haven't played any of these games, and he says 8 is the best one. They're quite hit or miss from what I can tell. And they've been going since the Sega Master System days. They did have it on the Master System in Super Tomato in Cardiff, but it wasn't cheap. Do you know what I mean? It's very collectible, that game is. Yeah, so that Ys 8's been out for a couple of years. It's an action RPG. That's my favourite type of RPG. You know, I like turn-based, but I'd rather an action RPG any day of the week and twice on a Sunday. But then I noticed that there's a PS5 version coming out, and that's the 18th of this month, okay? So that's been on my wish list for quite a long time. And it's only about £5 more. They're not charging 60 odd quid for it. It's about £5 more than Ys 8 on the PS4 version, sorry. So the PS5 version is about £5 more than the PS4 version. I think think if there's a DLC, that's in there as well. Slightly improved graphics, do you know what I mean? I'm sure it looks nice on both, you know. So that's on my radar. I can see myself. I very rarely buy a game on launch day, okay? Last game I bought launch day was King of Fighters 15. I normally do with the fighting games, but everything else I'm not in a mad hurry to play. But I might bite the bullet and just fucking buy that, you know. I think we get a bonus in work. I'm not expecting a massive bonus because I haven't been there that long. But if I get a bonus, I might treat myself, let's say, rather than wait till Christmas. And I've written down here, Sonic. I must have had a dream or something, right? So at the start of the week, I had no idea. There's a new Sonic literally just come out, isn't it? I had no idea. I haven't followed Sonic since, well, the Master System and the Mega Drive days, right? And I must have had a dream about Sonic the Hedgehog because I'm bidding on eBay now. I hope I win a bid. It's only Sonic Generations. I've been watching loads of top 10 Sonic games, documentaries about the Sonic games. There's just something all of a sudden, I don't know where it's come from. I bought a Sonic game recently on the PS2. The reason I bought that was because it was a Sonic fighting game on there. Thought that would be cool to check out. I was going to do that on Around the World of 80 fighting games. But then I forgot about it. So that's the last Sonic game. But before that, I probably haven't touched a Sonic game for about 10 years. Maybe I played the Mega Drive Classics collection. I have. I do remember I played a little bit of that. But yeah, I've just got this Sonic itch or urge to play Sonic. And I like the look of the new one. It's getting more positive reviews than negative. It's quite mixed. Nobody's saying it's awful. I think the biggest complaint at the moment is people are saying because it's so fast, it's open world, and Sonic goes so fast that the what they call it, like the draw distance, it can't keep up with how fast you're traveling. Like you'd be bombing along through the island or whatever, and all of a sudden things are popping up. Like stuff like that shouldn't be happening on the PS4, PS5 era anyway. But maybe they'll fix that, you know. Okay, so that's what I've been playing, watching and reading. So click off the video now if you do want to know about my training update. Still there? Hey, this is my training update, baby. So Wednesday, I've had a bit of a mixed week with my training, okay? So Wednesday, I went for my 5K. I really, not this week, but I have been really struggling with my midweek training. I've only recently upped my training. So I used to run just on a Sunday. I've been doing it for months now, right? And I'm mixing it up. I got like a bit of a routine going now. And I thought, no, I need to train twice. And the plan is to go to run 3 times a week, okay? Because I love my running. It helps me clear my head. Like that silly person in work was kind of making fun of me part of my training. I won't go into it, but maybe I should have been more direct. Maybe I should have just said stop. I should have been more. No, anyway, let's move on. I'd actually sticking up for him. No, I did say because of my mental health I need to do this, and he thought he was fucking hilarious. Anyway, I use that in my training, basically. That's where I'm going with it. So Wednesday, I went for my 5K run. So it was dark, and I don't mind running in the dark. You can your eyes adjust on there. Obviously, it's not pitch black. And it was quite a nice night. The moon was out. You could see the odd star. So I'm jogging away. And then I looked, I've got quite a decent fitness tracker watch. It's a Garmin watch. It's never once let me down. But on Wednesday, I jog in like out to my street, another street, then it's over like a railway bridge, and then you got the canal, okay? And it said I'd done 0.1, so like 100 meters, it said I'd done. And I thought, that's not right. But then it was going up, and it stopped at 0.91 kilometers. I was like, fuck. So I was like jogging. I don't want to stop. When I start, I don't stop. So I stopped it, reset it, and it just wasn't working at all. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I thought, but he was telling me my average pace, and he was telling me the time I was working. So saying I'm doing, my average pace was X amount, like 5 kilometers an hour or whatever pace I was doing. And I was jogging away, and it wasn't a waste of a run, and I kind of run for like 17 minutes. So I normally run for like 15 minutes or like 2.5k and then turn back. So I ran for that little bit further, turn back. Then I went straight up to my mother's for food. Then she invited me and my dog up for food. We had food up there. Then I put it back on the way back, and it's working fine. So I was a little bit worried. We went for a nice walk yesterday. Again, checking with the thing, and it worked. And today we went for a run, and it worked perfectly today. So I was saying about that negative person, okay? I thought, how dare you? This is how I feel. How dare you make fun of someone that is trying to better their life? So exercise, you shouldn't make fun of someone that's trying to better their life, okay? So that was at the back of my mind today. So maybe a bit of aggression. I thought, take it out. I used to do this when I was an international swimmer. People I didn't used to like, used to take it out in training. So today, right, I did 12 kilometers. So it wasn't my big run, okay? But I did a personal best for the first kilometer. I thought, I'd slow it down now. I did a personal best for 5 kilometers. And I did a personal best for 10 kilometers, all in one run. But they were so like, where are they? For the 5 kilometers, right, I knocked off, not a couple of seconds, I was 3 minutes faster than I've ever run before. So thank you, silly person, for giving me that extra drive. And for my 10 kilometers, I was 4.5 minutes faster than my previous personal best. So happy for, and I'm well under the hour mark now. I know I've done it before, but officially with this Garmin watch this time round, this is by far the fastest I've ever run, do you know what I mean, for 10 kilometers. So I'm really, really happy. Bit of me was thinking, because my hips are really, I'm old now, and so my hips are a bit sore. I thought, should I just have a morning, I have a day off now, so I don't want to burn myself out, because the reason I'm running, I know it helps with my mental health. I'm running, the plan is to run a half marathon. I'm calling it the Tony Half, just for the lulz. I'm running the Tony Half Marathon on Christmas Day, so I'm going to get up nice and early with my dog, and we're going to run half a marathon before everybody else gets up. Well, people normally get up early, don't they? But I'm hoping not many people are out running like this idiot on Christmas Day. And if it's a success, I'll do that every single Christmas Day then. Do you mean my tradition, my routine or whatever, do you know what I mean? But I really am thoroughly enjoying my training, do you know what I mean, at the moment anyway. There we are, we'll cut it off there. What games have you been playing? Let me know in the comments. What have you been reading? Any fans of Berserk? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to check out Retro Ghetto. Tell them Tony sent you. Yeah, we'll cut it off there. Love you, bye.